Music artists who are passionate and enthusiastic about their craft usually become frustrated when fans don't buy their merch. Poor marketing is usually to blame for all of this because despite having a fan base, your merch isn't selling. So what's up with that? Now this may be causing you to question your appeal with the fans. As it should. Because I know that you understand that the merchandise is an integral part of your money-making process, your money-making artist machine. You might feel that because they're not buying, this is a little unjust, and you want to figure out why it is unjust. So we're going to talk about it coming up right here on the Music Money Makeover Show. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Music Money Makeover Show. My name is Casey Graham, and I can tell that you want a stream of revenue that's a lot more lucrative than your music. Problem is, your online sales system, that ecosystem that's supposed to be running, is not running properly. So let's address some things here. All right, music money makers, it sucks. The merch quality sucks. One of the critical factors holding back your merch sales might be the quality and design of your merchandise itself. If your merchandise isn't appealing or doesn't resonate with your fan base, it's unlikely to drive sales. Consider revamping your merchandise line, I highly do, and pay attention to current trends, listen to your fans, and aim to create designs that capture your artistic persona. Involving your fans in the design process, such as through social media polls or design contests, not only ensures your merchandise will resonate with them, but also deepens their connection to you and your brand. You will be addressing the external problem of the merchandise quality and the internal issue of your connections with the fans, okay? So now you can connect with them with the design. And a lot of it is really going to come from that quality of the material and how it's pressed onto whatever you have. And from a philosophical perspective, you're acknowledging that merchandise should not be just a cash grab, but a true representation of you as an artist and a way for fans to express their loyalty. Because really that's what they're doing when they're buying your merch. They feel that you're cool. They want to be loyal. They want to show that they belong to a cool club, which is your fan club, and they're going to buy the merch. That's why, because they're fans, they're going to buy it. And they want to show that, hey, man, look, I'm a fan. Here's my memorabilia, my paraphernalia to show it. That's why t-shirts work so well. But if the quality and material of the shirt is terrible, or the product that you have is terrible, then, or the design is ugly, nobody's going to want to wear it. They're going to wear it like a Superman S on the chest. So you got to really think this thing through before you go and just throwing up any old merch, because that shows how much you think of your fans. Give the creative design to the t-shirt or to the product and give it to the fans so that they can appreciate the fact that you put time into the merch that they're going to be the ones to wear, not you. I'm going to explain that in a minute. Okay. So it's also too early to sell. A lot of you all get in way too early. Timing can be crucial when it comes to merch sales. If you're pushing your merchandise before you build a strong, dedicated fan base, you might find it challenging to generate sales. Instead, focus first on your music and on creating genuine connections with your fans. When your fans feel strongly connected to you, they'll be more likely to want to support you by buying your merchandise. Pause for a second. When you come in too hot too early on the merch, they either feel like they're being pushed too hard, or obviously it's too early. And then usually what ends up happening is you kind of look like the cornball if the merch design isn't good enough yet when it's too early, or you put too much energy into trying to push the merch that you look like an amateur. Even though you kind of are just getting started, you really look like a little mom and pop operation. So you don't want to be too early trying to slang merchandise when nobody really knows about you. You might have some merch for the team and the crew when y'all go to concerts and stuff. Y'all might have tour jackets and whatever. But other than that, you don't really need artist merch and all of that at the very, very beginning, because you're not established yet. So you can have other things like CDs and a little vinyl here or there, music type of merchandise, but not like the shirts and stuff, because people, when it's way too early, I'm not saying when you're already getting booked for shows, but when it's way too early, nobody really cares. And you don't want to put all that time and effort in that when you got other stuff to do. Let me finish this out. So while it may seem counterintuitive, slowing down the merch sales could be the key to selling more in the long run. This approach solves the problem of timing and addresses the issues of fan connection. And ultimately, you have to realize it's about recognizing that strong relationships often come before commercial transactions. You also want to make these fans wait and salivate a little bit longer so that when it does come out, they're excited for it. Okay? Now, you don't wear it. Point blank, period. As an artist, you're a role model for your fans. If you're not regularly seen wearing your merchandise, why should your fans buy it? And this is not every day. This is on certain occasions you might need to wear it. Show your fans how much you love your merchandise by wearing it proudly in your social media posts or your team during the performances. This will not only make the merchandise more appealing, but also demonstrate that you genuinely believe in the products you're selling. This approach tackles the problem of personal representation and the issue of genuine product endorsement. It's a matter of practicing what you preach. If you believe in your merchandise, your fans will too. Point blank, period. If they don't see you wearing it or advertising it, why would they buy it? Unless you're a superstar, then they're going to buy that anyway. But if you're not, and you can't do one Instagram post with the shirt on or the hoodie on, come on, man. Like, how are they supposed to buy it if you're not going to wear it? You get what I mean? It's too early, it sucks, and you don't wear it. Now, it's not easy to buy or check out online. In today's digital world, a seamless online shopping experience is crucial. If your fans find it difficult to buy or check out your merchandise online, they'll likely abandon their shopping carts. Consider investing in optimizing your online store, making it user-friendly, and ensuring a smooth checkout process. This solves the problem of online shopping experience, addresses the internal issue of ease of purchase, and recognizes the importance of convenience in fostering positive customer experiences. That's your branding, positive customer experiences in today's fast-paced world. So if I go to buy your merch and okay, watch this. Merch is at the link in bio. You click the link in bio, it's a link tree. Then you got to find the link for the merch. All right, and then you go to the merch site. It's not laid out cool enough so they can understand. You click the t-shirt, and now they got to go add it to the cart. Then they got to go to the cart, and then they got to purchase. Now, if you have a real fan that's going to buy, you want to make sure all of that is seamless for them, so it's easier to buy. This is why I'm not a fan of link trees. That's why I always say that your cash machine is your website, and if you have a copy, or if you are in the 60-day record label course and you go into the 360 contract portion of the course and then you open up the merchandise portion of the course, I specifically talk about this because the fans have to be able to purchase this merchandise at an ease. It's got to be easy for them. In that merchandise section of that contract, I talk about the website in a short bit, but I explain that it is the cash machine. It is the central hub of everything as an artist that you will have. The record labels know this. And there's a clause in that contract in the course down here that I'm going to talk about in a minute that specifically focuses on that. Now, what if my fans don't like the new designs? Engage your fans in the redesign process. This way you're likely to produce designs they love. So if you got some fans that can design some stuff for you, let them do, hey, look, I'm looking for some designers for some merch. Post your designs or send your merch designs to this email. Now, you don't even have to really pay for designers because your fans are going to do it. All right? And it's got to be on your terms. Can I balance creating music and selling merch? Absolutely. Consider hiring a merchandising team to handle merch while you focus on music. Of course, this would be something for your manager to do. But yes, you can do that. All right. What if optimizing my online shop doesn't increase sales? First of all, it's supposed to do that. Now, if it doesn't happen, something went wrong with the person who was optimizing the shop. But it's about trial and error. Keep user experience at the forefront. That's where your branding comes from, the customer experience. Gather feedback and iterate or reiterate. Remember, it's just one piece of the puzzle. Remember when I said positive customer experience? That's all it's about, is customer experience, user experience. If they have a great one, they're going to come back. They're going to tell somebody else. And if your merch is that dope and someone wears it out, the fans who are fans of you are going to say, where'd you get that shirt from? It just is what it is. Now, reassess your merchandise plan. Start today by assessing your merch's quality, engaging your fan base, proudly wearing your merch, and optimizing your online shopping platform. Only by taking these steps can you convert your fans into loyal customers. Now, you must remember that as an artist, by default, you're your own record label. And that clause about the merchandise inside the 360 agreement inside this very course right here is going to help you with what we talked about today. So I built a 60-day record label course, and it's a framework to establish your record label in a perfect 60-day sequence. Learn how to set up your LLC and bank account flawlessly, set up your records and publishing division to collect domestic and international publishing royalties without the middleman taking 15%. Utilize the contract templates to get you in the game right away. It's very simple. All this stuff and more is covered. BMI, ASCAP, Sound Exchange, the MLC, Music Reports, Harry Fox Agency, Luminate, All Music, ISRC.com, music distributors, and much more. Plus the contract templates, because those are like 3 hours in themselves. All right, book a call with me and let's develop your strategy either before you start or after, preferably after, because I'm going to answer 98% of your questions inside that course. And then grab the free stuff down below if this is your first time watching the channel. Here are your successful results: enhance relationships with fans, increase in merch sales, better representation of your brand, improvement in your online e-commerce store, increase fan loyalty, a sustainable additional income source. Ultimately, that's what we want anyway. I know you were doing it for that, but that's what you're going to get. But if you continue to do things how you were doing things, too early, the merch sucks, not a good shopping experience, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff, you'll get continued low merch sales, a growing disconnect between the artists and the fans, and missed opportunity for additional income. So we want to be over here. All right, music money makers. So if you address these 4 points, I promise you, you can optimize the way your fans interact with you and your merchandise. And it will help them get the merch a lot quicker and easier. So therefore, you can have that second stream of money coming in that's a lot more lucrative than the music, and I know you want that. So music money makers, if you make music, you should always make money. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com, jump into the 60-day record label today, jump into the course today, download the free stuff below, book a call on musicmoneymakeover.com, and I'll see you next time. Peace.